Yay Media Group.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Szabo, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. I'm Lacey G.
I'm Anna.
I'm Amy.
And today we wanted to
cry.
I'm getting emotional just thinking about it.
I know.
But unarguably, is that a word?
Yeah.
Some of people's favorite moments from the Eras tour, the one that they tune in to all the live streams to see and then hop off. I usually stick around. That makes me sound like I'm better. I don't always stick around, but I have so much respect for Midnights. I will stick around. But people like to pop in and see the secret songs.
Yeah, well, I think it's such an incredible testament to Taylor Swift because she has the discography to the point where she performs a 3.5-hour show. But still, for every single show for the last 2 years, she is able to find other songs in her discography to perform each night that makes that show so special.
Yeah.
And I think that is also just a huge testament to her as an artist and a songwriter where, like you said, the one part of the show that everybody in the world tunes in for of this show is when it's Taylor with her guitar and Taylor with her piano. And I think it's also so incredible because it's her storytelling, because we always as fans, think like, well, what is the reason that she picked that song? What is she telling us through her surprise songs? Like sometimes over the last 2 years, when something was like happening around Taylor's life, she would almost communicate with us how she was feeling via her surprise songs, and I think that's so special to Taylor as an artist. I think that's so special to the relationship that she has with her fans. And I think it's such a beautiful testament to her songwriting and her career. I think that's absolutely incredible. And I've even noticed like other artists, take note of how she's made each show so special in that kind of way that they do the same thing. And sure, a lot of artists don't have the 11 album discography that Taylor has, but they'll do covers.
Yeah.
They'll do cover of songs, different nights to make each show feel so special. And I think that's so incredible for fans, for concert goers. You have your piece of your show that makes you feel so special and you connect with someone. And it's funny too when we run into Swifties. We ran into a Swiftie when we were in New Orleans, and she was saying that she went to one of the shows in Dublin. I was like, oh my God, me too. And we were trying to like, oh, did you go night 1, night 2? Like, we're not sure, you don't remember if it was night 1, night 2, or night 3, but you're like, well, what were your surprise songs?
Right.
And that's how you can identify which show you were at because they are so special. And I just think it's absolutely incredible and such a testament to Taylor Swift and her artistry through her surprise song section. And it's been fun with the podcast to make a game out of it.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun making a game out of it. I'm not good at the game. But it's fine. It's fine.
At this
fine.
point, I feel like it's just luck now.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Since she threw all the rules out the window.
Yeah.
I will never forget first time at the Eras tour, realizing in real time what's going on. Oh no, she's out of the Lover set. Turn around in fear. Amy, she did not perform Death by 1,000 Cuts. How are we going to go on? And then she performed Death by 1,000 Cuts.
Yeah.
Back then, early on in the Eras tour, we were called Arlington Night 2. We were called the Chosen Ones.
Yeah.
Because we got Death by 1,000 Cuts and
so
Clean.
good.
And clean.
Mm-hmm. And since then, she's just continued to feed and get bigger. And now she's doing mashups. She did like so many announcements during the surprise song set whenever she announced Speak Now TV, 1989 TV, whenever she debuted the Karma music video.
Yeah. And I think it's incredible too because, she's been able to mash up songs that not only have like, musically the same like chord progression, things like that, but that tell a story like through the lyrics, whether it's, a song that she's mashing up from her debut album with Tortured Poets or what, but it's like she's telling a story through mashing up these lyrics, and that's so incredible.
Yeah.
Like, do you think Do you think Taylor kind of decides that like day of, or do you think like one day she set aside a couple of hours to figure out like which ones go together? Do you think she's kind of always known? Like that's something I need answered in the docuseries.
Yeah, I don't know. I bet it's both. I bet there's some that she's like, oh, I can't wait to get to that one that I've been sitting on for a while. And then
Yeah.
something happens in the world that
Yeah.
makes her feel a certain way, and she changes it up that night.
Yeah. So, question that I'm just kind of realizing, because for this episode, we decided to rank our top 5 surprise song. I did all mashups.
That's what I did too.
Okay. I kind of realized that she hasn't been doing mashups throughout the entire
Yeah.
tour. And I guess you could consider like, a mashup of like, okay, Death by a Thousand Cuts and Clean,
Right.
like that she paired.
Mm-hmm.
But I did all mashups specifically.
I did mashup specifically
Okay.
as well.
Okay, cool.
What'd you do, Lacey?
Mashups.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the mashups. She did say on her 100th show when she gave a big speech, she said that she spent time thinking about this, about how to treat the crowds and what songs would pair well together. So it is something, but then Swift Talk thinks that there's always a rhyme and a reason. She was debuting or had debut and debutation coming out together at the same time. So is she saying something, or is she just having fun and putting songs together? I don't know. She's a
could be both.
mastermind, but
both.
I'm intrigued. I'm watching. I'm in awe. I love it, love it, love it.
And I'm manifesting some sort of album where it just has all of the like surprise songs on it.
There's no way she can do an album with all of them, but
Maybe, like,
the
her
top
favorites.
31.
Her favorite 31, her top 31 performances from the surprise song section, Eras Tour Live album. Something of the sort
Love it.
is what I'm manifesting
Taylor.
for the future.
So just looking at these surprise songs today and these mashups got me in the feels, because a part of it is just, for me, is a genius pairing of these songs, but then some of it takes me back too. And I wasn't there for this one. I was in London at the time, but number 5 favorite mashup for me, Dear John and Sad, Beautiful, Tragic.
So good.
I love both of those songs so much. And she kicked it off with London Boy, which was just a big, bold statement of, yeah, I'm back in London. I can still sing this song loud and proud, and I'm shining like fireworks over your town.
Yeah. I mean, the lyrics in pairing those were jaw-dropping. It
Yes.
was crazy.
Yes. So that is just a performance that will live rent-free in my head for the rest of my life.
Excellent.
And I love you, Taylor, and have so much respect for that performance.
That's excellent.
So my number 5 is, I think, one of Taylor's favorite nights, just seeing the joy on her face when she performed the Mega Bridge in London with Hits Different and Death by a Thousand Cuts. She was so excited to show us.
I know.
The Mega Bridge. It's so great.
And everybody was there. Like, people teased that she was putting on a show. She was showing off because all the Kelseys were there. Jason was there. Donna was there.
The royal family. Wasn't the royal family there? Wasn't like Prince William there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, but I mean, everybody was there. That was the day that all these people showed up, and she's like, "Yeah, y'all know I'm amazing. You know I can captivate a whole crowd. Watch this."
Yeah.
And everybody just lost themselves
Yeah.
Was
in
that
that moment.
was that the same night where Travis joined her on stage?
Or
no?
I don't know.
I guess I'll have
It
to fact check
was-
that.
Yeah, I don't have here.
I'll double
not
check
sure.
that. I'm not sure.
But I do know that she said it was her 2 favorite bridges,
Yeah.
which is just so great to
So
hear.
good.
I want to know her favorites.
I know. We want to know like number 1, Taylor. Okay, for me, number 5. This was really hard. This was a hard ranking to do. But for number 5, I have one that I think is just so cute and cheeky. And it was one that like we had mentioned would be a good pairing during our surprise song game before she did it. And then the fact that she did it made me feel really validated that like I could pair those two together.
Yeah.
So did she. And it was Edinburgh Night 2, where she performs the Bolter and Getaway Car.
Yes.
Like, that is just a cheeky, fun mashup. Like, yeah, the Bolter, and Getaway Car.
I think I got 2 points on that one.
Because I think-
maybe it was the wrong night.
But we did-
same weekend.
But we did at that point. I remember you and I had guessed like, oh, it would just be so good of a
Yeah.
combo to do those two, and then
Right.
she did it, and it was very validating.
It
for me.
was. It
So
was great.
So I have that as my number 5.
And the Bolter has been on repeat for me.
Oh my god, so
recently.
good, so good.
Same.
Such a great song. Okay. Ugh. Number 4 of my favorite mashups during the Eras tour, during the acoustic performance of Taylor Swift. She goes hard. She goes so hard. Melbourne, night 2, with Getaway Car, August, and The Other Side of the Door.
Oh yeah, triple whammy.
Was this with Jack? No, not with Jack, right?
I don't remember
I
Okay.
don't
Okay,
believe
probably
because she
not.
did perform Getaway Car at one point with Jack when
Yeah.
they did the whole thing.
Yes. So this one was the first time she did a 3?
Yes.
Okay.
It was the first time
Yeah. Okay. Now I know.
because we were like, what?
Right.
Yeah.
What a pairing. 3 songs together and just all of them just perfection. Love. Love, love, love.
All right. So my number 4 is from the Netherlands, July 5th, when she did "You Are in Love" and "Cowboy Like Me" on the piano.
Oh my goodness.
I wanted to hear "Cowboy Like Me" in live so bad, but it didn't happen. But this combo was one of my favorites.
Have you noticed that she sings "Cowboy Like Me" when Travis is there?
Did she really?
Like
I
think
haven't been paying
I
attention.
think it's happened like maybe 3 or 4 times
Yeah.
now.
Look,
Where I've seen Swifties be like, is this like their song?
that'd be
Or is it
great.
like his favorite
Yeah.
and she performs it for him? Like, what is it? But
How cute.
I don't think it's a coincidence that Travis always gets Cowboy Like Me.
That's fantastic.
And she paired that with You Are in Love. Come on.
I know.
Great.
Yeah, I do think that's their song together.
Yeah, I
And
think so.
he is her cowboy. And then they've been out and about wearing shirts with horses on it and cowboy gear and like a saddlebag and stuff. I don't know. What does it all mean? What does it all mean? I don't know. But I have heard that is possibly their song.
I think so.
Yeah.
Number 4 for me is just one that is just close to all of our Swiftie hearts, and that was London Night 7 when she did Long Live mashed up with Change. There was a moment where Long Live was on the set list. It no longer is, so she performed it in the surprise song. But to mash it up with Change, I think is just so special because Long Live is a testament to the Swifties. Like it's from Taylor to the Swifties, and then to mash it up with Change, like these things will change. Like that's just beautiful.
And Lacey, you went nuts because you're like, what does this mean? Right? Because it was the last, was it the last?
Yeah, and we thought that like it meant that she was gonna like change the set list or something.
Yeah. Anyways.
I go nuts all the time, y'all. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm like, which time?
yeah. The first time she played Glitch, it was like,
No.
look what's happening. Look what's happening.
That's so true.
Yeah. Whenever I was in audience and she played I Did Something Bad, like, knew it. Sagittarius is on the way, y'all. TS12, watch this. Okay, number 3. Number 3 for me just, gets me so in the feels. It's whenever we got to crash her date with Travis via live stream, night 3 in Amsterdam, when she played Mary's song, So High School, and Everything Has Changed. Beautiful.
So cute.
Oh, and just her beaming whenever she says 87 and 89. Like, just beautiful, gorgeous. I love their love. I love how happy she is, and it really shows. And I love, I'm emotional, y'all. Like, I love the love songs that she strings together for him
I
and
know.
for them. It's just, it's beautiful.
Precious.
Yes.
So my number 3 is the crushing combo of The Great War and You're Losing Me.
Oh my god.
When she did it in Liverpool, June 14th on the piano. Man, I feel like she has more fun on the guitar and then a little bit more like sad on the piano. Maybe
know.
it's just me. Maybe that's the favorite
That
that
one,
I'm having.
that was an honorable mention for me. I remember I was at the airport watching via live stream on my AirPod, waiting for my baggage
So good.
when that happened, and I was like, Ryan, I'm not okay. That's a good one, Amy. Number 3 for me, for similar reasons. Amsterdam Night 3, Mary's song, so high school, and everything has changed. I mean, retweet everything that Lacey said. Like, it's just been so incredible to see Taylor so happy. And for her to sing Mary's song that she wrote when she was 15, 16 years old, to perform it now to, you know, someone that is so special to her, mashing it up with So High School. Like, oh my God. Like, I just, we really were crashing their day. And I'm pretty sure there was like kind of blurry, grainy video of Travis like wiping away a tear during that. And so we really did crash their day. And I that's so special. It's just so great to see Taylor be so happy. It really just feels like you're seeing your best friend, you know, be so in love.
Yeah.
And that's so beautiful.
It's a good feeling.
So now that I'm not hanging out watching live streams of the Eras tour, what am I going to do with my time? Well, I already know. I've got a place I can go, and it's the Lobster Lounge. We've created the Lobster Lounge. It's our exclusive club for our lobsters, and it's absolutely free to join. Just go to station.page/13. It's our little online community that we've made with our listeners so we can get together and chat about news that's going on, our sadness that the Eras tour is finally over. Come along, join us in the Lobster Lounge for a good time and good conversations. And I mean, think about what she's gone through in these last 2 years during the Eras tour. A breakup, a love bombing. Travis gives her a friendship bracelet. He attends an Eras tour show. Now he's a part of the show, whether it's just her singing about him or the time that he did join her on stage.
Crazy.
He goes to the shows. She goes to the games. Like, it's beautiful. It really is. I love them so much, which is why for number 2, I could not stop talking about this when it happened.
I think I have the same one.
Just beyond beautiful mashup, changing the narrative. There in Indy when she sang The Prophecy in This Love. How beautiful. These hands had to let it go free to change the prophecy. Love it. Love this for you. I love how she's changing the interpretations and the meanings of the songs by mixing them together. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. She's happy. The songs are gorgeous. Just love. Love, love, love.
Yep. Well, copy and paste. My number 2 is The Prophecy in This Love. Indy was fantastic. She's on fire right now.
My number 2 is also one that's already been said. The Mega Bridge of Hits Different and Death by a Thousand Cuts, London, Night 1. Incredible for everything that we kind of already said when we talked about it the first time. But yeah, for her to say these are my 2 favorite bridges, to announce this is a mega bridge in a city, London, where they have a bridge, you know, like it's really cool to see how Taylor can challenge herself in that way and be so proud of herself, and also recognize that, yeah, the Death by a Thousand Cuts bridge is the national anthem. So yeah, that was number 2 for me.
Favorite mashups during the Eras tour. Number 1 for me has been on everybody's list because it was such a phenomenal moment. I will never forget where I was. I was in my friend's pool. I had no alarm set. I had nothing to remind me. My Swiftie senses just went off. And I said, oh, what time is it? It's probably Surprise Song O'Clock time. And I got out of the pool and I pulled up a grainy live stream. Thank you, Tess. Just in time for her to start Hits Different and Death by a Thousand Cuts.
Mega bridge.
Announce this mega bridge, and we are going to go over it together. Beautiful. Anna, you and I recently were in New Orleans, night 2. She performed Hits Different, and we were not shortchanged in any bit. We had Sabrina Carpenter, which is great because I can't see her on my own. So thank you for doing that. All of her songs that night, her performance, I mean, Taylor Swift's just everything. But whenever she started performing Hits Different, did you think she was going to do Death by a Thousand Cuts?
No, because I wasn't thinking.
You're just feeling.
Not because I didn't think, oh, she's not going to do it. I think I was just so
In the
Into
moment.
it.
in the taken aback, like, into it. Yeah.
Because whenever she started Hits Different, she ended up pairing that up with Welcome to New York.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever she started playing Hits Different, I was like, is she going to do it? That was such an iconic moment.
She maybe thought it would have been too powerful to do the Mega Bridge and a Sabrina Carpenter in one span.
I respect her decision. Girl knows what she's doing.
Yeah. She was like, this would be
here
too
for
much.
all of it, but
They can't handle it.
Not even that. She's like, they'll get bullied for the rest of their lives for being here.
but yeah, what a moment in Eras Tour history.
Truly.
Amy?
Yes, so my number one, and I want to say, I know I'm missing combos that are fantastic. That
yeah.
I'm going to hate myself for later. But this one in particular is my favorite song from TTPD today. It's hard to say. And then my favorite my favorite song, The Lakes, and I Hate It Here. When she played that in Cardiff, June 18th, the vocals were phenomenal. It was one of her best performances by far.
Yeah. Retweet.
Yeah.
Agree. Honorable mention.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is really, really difficult. But my number one surprise song mashup that I have is The Prophecy and This Love. Indie Night 2. Unbelievable. Kind of like you said earlier, for her to take something to rewrite the narrative. When we're hearing the song The Prophecy on the Tortured Poets, and she is, ask who can I speak to change the prophecy, like don't want money, just someone who wants my company, and you can just hear it in her voice, and then to see her now being so happy and to mash it up with This Love to say these hands had to let it go free and it changed the prophecy. I was like in tears. I was out of town, I was traveling, and I was keeping up online, but I couldn't watch, actively watch while it was happening. But I saw that it was happening. And I was like, I can't just watch a clip. I need to sit down and watch this performance from start to finish.
Yeah.
I need a high quality version of it. And so it was actually the next day that I was able to find the full version that somebody had uploaded to TikTok. Thank you so much. And to watch that performance and to see her face and to hear the way that those lyrics were mashed up together, it was just so stunning. Again, kind of just as a Swiftie, as we have seen her go through so many different phases throughout her career, but also just in the past 2 years, it was just so beautiful and so stunning and soul crushing, but in a really good way.
Yes.
I have not been able to stop thinking about that mashup. And when I say that I'm manifesting an album of the acoustic section, that has to be in at least Taylor's top 31.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. I mean, the people who aren't even Swifties that I talked about that pairing to, I'm like, no, but listen. They're like, okay, I know you're excited. I'm like, no, this is great. Honorable mentions, I only have 2 because there's way too many. But I Don't Want to Live Forever was not even on my radar.
Oh yeah, that was exciting.
I'm gonna get you back
Until after she performed it, because just the emotion in her at that time was just so captivating. And I knew the song, but it's been on my playlist ever since because her live performance is just chef's kiss.
Yeah.
And I think he knows he's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Whenever
That was
she
good.
performed that, that was so sweet. That just made me so happy. She
was
makes
really
me
good.
happy.
I know we're blessed to be living through the life of Taylor Swift.
And Taylor Swift, if you're changing prophecies, I had my tarot cards read in New Orleans, and this woman told me no less than 6 times that I am terrible at love. That I'm horrible, and I wanted to be like, joke's on you, I don't even date. But then I was like, is that really proving my point? Or does she win if I point that out? Yeah, she told me that repeatedly. And I was like, girl, I get it. Okay. Can we move on? Do you want to tell me anything else? Or is this all just going to be about how I'm bad at love?
So you want Taylor to change your prophecy?
Change my prophecy, girl.
I know. I've seen
Throw
so
me
many.
some.
I've seen so many people be like, "Girl, who did you speak to? Share with the class."
Yeah, you let me know what to do, Taylor, and I will do it.
We love you, Taylor.
We love you, Taylor.
Love you.
Oh, that was so much fun thinking about all the wonderful mashups of the Eras tour.
I know. We'll have to get Nick's top 5
Yes.
at a later date. He can do his own little run through his list.
Yes.
Thank you for listening to this episode of 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Please join us next time because we have more stuff to talk about.
Thanks for listening. The 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.